let's talk a little bit about the mechanics of the game, right? Because obviously it's a direct sequel from Deliver Us the Moon. So what are some of the familiar things that people should expect?
So Ayla, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, Ayla is going to help you out on your endeavors on all the places you will visit.
The environmental hazards, of course, that you know, but also the puzzling. Only the puzzling is, all these things have a little bit of a twist. So we have advanced on what we have been creating. So even if you say, hey, this is very familiar, but it does feel a little bit different in the way this mechanic would work, still has kind of its ode to what we did with Deliver Us the Moon.
Yeah, maybe talking about one of the most exciting parts I think we added to the game is climbing. And the interesting part about this one was we wanted to find, it actually is multi-purpose, because if you want to, in a game where there's no violence, or at least we're not emitting violence, and actually one of the strong points of the game, I think, that we don't resort to those measures. We needed something thrilling, you know, and in the previous game, usually we tried to do this with timers and stuff, and we didn't necessarily like that. So I think that if you climb in the game, and there's moments, I can tell you, that will feel like real vertigo. Like I think I remember the first time I was on a part on Mars and I walked up to that cliff. My whole stomach, it's super weird, guys, but when I got older, I became more afraid of heights. And
it's a lot of more things that changed.
Super weird. So, and I had that moment like, whoa, wait a second.
Climbing is, and what you're saying, that vertical, and it was very important to us to make this even feel more like an adventure, that you're going in, and the climbing was better than like a shooting thing that would be a very strange step up from Moon.
There was this free climb documentary I saw a long time ago. Free Solo, and that inspired me also, as much as that is lunacy, what that guy is doing. It did give me a very good idea on, like, you know, the thrill of being or hanging down that cliff. I mean, that should be crazy what that guy's doing, but
it's a rough terrain out there. So definitely some rock areas.
Yeah.
So in a way, it makes sense. It's a realistic approach on what you might have find, or at least our approach on what you might find in the future of Mars.
Yeah. And also, you know, it battled the verticality of our game. So instead of only going in a horizontal way and visiting these things, we could now also go more into heights and have more engaging exploration going on. And your path is just a lot more interesting, I think. And yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of climbing lately. I'm pretty good at it. You know that?
We were talking about it, how they played Deliver Us the Moon so much that they actually ended up playing it as a speed run, like who would get faster past a certain point. Should we do the same thing with the two of you? How we like eventually sit the two of you down and then see who is going through the climbing patch faster
There's
than
a big
the
difference
other.
between our play styles. So I'm a dirty player. So Koen is the more elegantly, he plays nicer. So I rush and I jump, and it's like, whoa, it works, but it's not the nicest way to do it. And you play very elegantly. So when you watch Koen play, you can actually sit. If you watch me play, maybe you get seasick, you know, something like that. But both ways work. It's really depending on what you like.
Yeah, yours is great for bug testing, I can tell you. That's
breaking the game.
Yeah.
See what is possible, I guess.
Are you saying that climbing kind of opens a little bit of like a more possibility of ways that you can do and things that you could try out as well in the game?
You can actually risk more than another player. So you can also say you do more conventional climb, but you can also say, you know what? I'm going to risk a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true.